Good morning, everybody. Yes, it's been raining. It's a bit miserable today. I had to drag myself out to get some encouragement to do something. But anyway, we're here. We've got the Kymco out again, and we've got that wheel, which, as you can see, I'm going to keep a nice distance away from it. Then you can't see how shoddy that paintwork is. But I have blown a bit of paint over it. It's not actually that bad, but it's a lot better than it was. Yeah, didn't take the tire off or anything. I just cleaned it up best I can, masked it, blew some black paint over it, and it, like I say, looks a lot better. Just if you see the front wheel, you can see how bad it actually. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's a bit dark in the shed today, but I'm inside the shed because it's a bit grim. But yeah, that's what it did look like. So I'm going to have to do the front wheel as well. But anyway, as you know, we've rebuilt this engine. We haven't made any attempt to start it since doing that. But I do want to get it back mobile and rolling, which is why I painted the wheel. And we're going to get that pot back on now as we speak. God, it's cold. Right, grease. Slather a bit of grease on that old spindle there. When this was sort of prior to stripping it down and taking the engine out, it was very, very stiff to push. I'm hoping, and I think I'm right in saying it was probably a part seized caliper. I do hope there's nothing wrong with that gearbox, but I don't think there is. Right, on you go. Come on, locate. No. That spins rather very freely. I am going to change the gearbox oil actually. I did buy some proper, what have I done with it? Yeah, some proper gearbox oil. Surprisingly hard to get hold of. SAE 90 gear oil. Yeah, everybody will have that. No, everybody didn't, funnily enough. But yeah, anyway, we got it. What next? Right, we have this mounting plate, which again, I've cleaned it up and blew some paint over it. Looks better than it did. I haven't bothered with the backside, to be honest, because I'm idle, can't be asked. Right, should we take the masking tape off? No, I was going to slather some grease in there, but it's a sealed bearing, so kind of futile. Okay, right, that goes. I really haven't taken much care in taking this apart. When I take a bike apart, I normally bag up all the bolts, mark them where they come from, document everything, and I've really just not done it this time on this. Don't know why. So we're going to have some problems finding all the bits and pieces because of that. Come on, start. There we go. Yes, that's on. That spins nicely. A little bit noisy. Hope that's okay. Well, we can get that with a shock on now, can't we? Shocking. Shocking shocks. Right. As you know, we give them a little bit of a refurb as well, so looks a lot better than it did. Bolt in the top there if I can get hold of it. Let's get that quick clean up on the old wire wheel. Okay. We've got 11, 12 mil on that one, 14 mil on that one. And before anybody says that putting that on the grinding wheel will take all the zinc off, the zinc was long fucking gone on that one, don't you worry. Yes, they will rust. Like I said, it's going to be easier for the time being to get this nut on there. 3 hands would be useful about now. So we can get that bottom one in. Something to hold it then, won't it? I've still got the exhaust to refurb on this as well, which I really would like to do. Okay, right. I'm sure there's a torque setting for these. Don't know what it is. Can't be bothered to look. Okay, right, so that's both shocks on and the wheel. I've got to dig out the other nuts and bolts for that bracket, and I've got to find out the back wheel. Find the back wheel main nut that goes on there. But yeah, it's back on and we're back mobile. So let me dig them out and get them on, and then see where we're going with it from there. Right, that back wheel's back on and all torqued up. Not tightened up, shall we say. We decided we'd treat it to a brand new wheel nut as well, but only because I had some spares which I bought for another project. Yeah, I bought, what was it, some scooter I had anyway, needed a new wheel nut. It was cheaper to buy a bag of them rather than just one, so yeah, sorted. Next, what should we do next? Gear oil, engine oil, carb. Hey, noisy bastards. It's the local council trimming the shrubbery out the back. I thought there was skin, but I've got money to do that. Yeah, anyway. Exhaust, that needs refurbing as well. Might do that. Okay, let me see. Okay, and that's where we're going to leave the Kymco for the day. I don't think we've not done too bad. She's looking nice and clean on the back end now anyway. Still plenty of work to do on it before this will ever go on the road, but there we go. We're going to leave it there, guys. Catch you later. Cheers. Right, continuing on with my Kymco. that's the exhaust. I've stripped all the panelling off it. I'm painting that separately, that's in the shed. That's got a coat of 800 degree VHT, very high temperature paint. So hopefully that should cover that. I've cleaned all the rust and shite off it. So we are going to put that back on. So I've got my tools ready. I've got a new exhaust gasket. I've got the bolts. I'm actually prepared. Would you believe it? Oh, that's pissing me off. I might set fire to that later. Oh, that's another story and that'll be in another video. Right. Shall we see if we can get this exhaust on? Right, let's get the studs off for starters. At least these ain't going to break because these are new. We did that when we had the engine out, if you remember. Okay. Yeah, does the exhaust... I don't know if it's easier to put this up the hole, pardon the pun, or on the pipe itself. Let me go and grab that. There's a bit of weight to this old bastard, I'll tell you. So I think it goes on the pipe. It does. So there you go, that's the new exhaust gasket on there. So let's see if we can offer this up, get a couple of bolts in place. There's a bolt here which I've got to take off. So that bolt there, stay still, looks like that has got to come out because as well as holding that bracket on, it holds the exhaust on as well. Let's just whip that out. Okay. Right, let's go again. Offer this up. Okay, that's good. Ah, I didn't have to take that fucking thing out after all. Oh dear, there's one next to it. Right, why isn't that lining up? Let's try that one. I don't care which one starts, as long as one of them starts. Header for starters. Whoever had this bike before me certainly weren't afraid to spend a couple of bob on it. It's got very good quality Michelin tyres on it. Right. We can persuade that one to start. Do you know what? I've just noticed something. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my oh, I don't know. I was thinking I might not be able to get the caliper on once the exhaust is on, but it's there. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to carry on regardless. Carry on regardless. Right. Or have I got a bolt left over? Oh, I haven't. I see. I see what you're playing at. Okay, right, they're all started. So I just need to nip all them up, which I'm going to do now. But there you go. Fitted. Back soon. Right, where are we? Are we recording? Yeah, I think so. Right, we're going to deal with what is often a very overlooked simple maintenance issue, and it's probably the cause of one of the little problems on this bike, which is a little bit of a graunchy bearing, which I think is in this final drive case. I'm not going to fix that anytime soon. I may address it at a later date, but it's probably been caused by neglect of the gear oil. People check their engine oil, never bother checking the gear oil. Now, the way we do this, and it's a very, very simple job, underneath there is the drain bung. So we're going to undo that, drain it out, and then to refill it, you simply pull that one out and keep filling and filling and filling until it starts flooding out of there. When I say keep filling and filling and filling, that sounds like it's a lot. It's about 200 millilitres, that's all it'll take. So let's drop that drain bolt out and get this gear oil changed. And I think one of the reasons it gets neglected is because it's SAE 90 gear oil, so it either doesn't get changed at all or it gets engine oil in it, which really ain't thick enough. Having said that, that is actually coming out very clean. Mind you, again, I think that's engine oil. I don't think they've put proper oil in it. So let that drain for a few minutes and we'll switch it back on. Okay, we've put that bung back in the bottom there. We've drained the oil out of it. We've got about 150 millilitres, so it should have about 200, 220, something like that. It's relatively clean, but it stinks, and I don't believe it to be gear oil. So let me just whip out that fill plug. Now this is going to be bloody tricky to get in here. I don't even know what I'm going to put it in with, but we've got a little tiny hole there to fill, and we've got a big bottle of oil. This is what we're using, classic 90 EP gear oil, SAE 90, that's what the specification should be. So we have got to find a way of getting that in there. I've got my little, what am I doing with it? Boom, 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 that. I've got my little sewing machine oiler bottles, which you see me use for all sorts of things, but putting petrol down plug holes, I suppose, is the main one. So I'm going to fill this up. It's relatively clean in there, so let's just move you guys out the bloody way. Right. I'll try and fill this up. Now this is clearly a lot thicker so thick that it's probably going to struggle to come out of that little opening actually. But we'll try. This could be a long old job. Right, okay, you get the gist. I'm going to persevere with that and get that filled in. Filled up even. And yeah, job's good. Problems. I don't know what's going on, but every manual online that I've read states that this is 200 millilitres of oil. That's all it'll hold. People have even mentioned you can't overfill it because it'll piss out the bunghole. I can tell you now, this is a 1 litre bottle and that is showing 450, so I've put 550 millilitres of oil in that and it still hasn't come to the bunghole. I have poked that piece of wire in there though and I can get oil on the end of it, so what's going on? I really don't know. It says it there as well, look. Oil 0.18 of a litre. I've got 450 in there. And you're not supposed to be able to do it. I mean, there's no leaks anywhere. I'm confused. I really haven't got a damn clue on that. So anyway, we're going to leave it there for the time being, and if we have to drain some out, we have to drain some out, but that's not how it's supposed to work. Really confused. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Right, what we've done, got the airbox on. I've connected the cables. We had a red one here and I can't remember which side of that starter solenoid it went to, so we've gone with that one, so it might catch fire. I've checked the oil. What else? Yeah, I must have missed something, I must have done, but we're going for a test fire anyway. Let me just connect that last terminal of the battery. We've got the negative on. I'm just about to connect the positive. So let's just touch on first. Okay, nothing sparked or smoked or caught fire. This is genuinely the first attempt to fire it up since the rebuild. I hope this battery's got some life in it. I think it's a good one. Okay, excuse my bollocks. See what happens. Turning over, obviously. Carb's going to be empty, so it's going to need some. It's going to need to pull some fuel through. Well, I can see straight away here we've got a vacuum line off. What goes to there? And it's going to have a massive vacuum leak, so I've got to connect something there, even if I just plug it. Let's try and plug it with my thumb. Doesn't feel like it's got spark, does it? I need to find where that vacuum pipe goes, and I'm going to check for spark, then we'll come back. Well, I haven't checked for spark yet, but I've got this paraphernalia here. Can't even remember what it's for, but I'm assuming that a pipe off this goes to the oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, go on, stay there, I don't give a shit. Right, let's see if we can connect. That big one obviously goes there. No idea where that one goes. I'm assuming this one is our missing vacuum pipe. So, let's do it again. Not even trying. Let me get another spark plug. Just try if I think we've got spark. I'm not pulling the plug out, I'm just going to connect another plug to the end of the HT lead. There we go. Yeah, there's a very healthy spark there, so that's not the issue. So, why are you not firing? Are we pulling fuel through? That's going to there, that's going to there. No idea where that goes. Does it go there? No, probably not. I've really been terrible with taking this apart. Really not marked anything. Snifter. Let's give it a little squirt of helping hand. Okay, that fired, so we know it's fuel related. To. Yeah, plenty of fuel. Let's give that starter a rest. Why does she not want to go? What have I done wrong? See, that needs to connect somewhere, but it's only coming off the airbox. That one there. It's just coming off the airbox, so surely... Oh, I know where it goes. I've just spotted it. Come here, you bugger. Sorry guys, I know you can't see, but there's a connector on the head. Oh, look, let me just put it down there. It's this connector here. So that's that one from the airbox. Sort of wangle it in there. Go on, you bastard. Just route it properly. And it's just broke off. Right, I'll do. Although it's really not going to make a difference, I'm sure. But let's pop it on. We'll try it, can't we? It's fuel related, obviously, but I think it's vacuum related to the fuel. So that's the feed. I'll tell you what we could do. I want to pull the fuel line off and then crank it and see if fuel's pissing out. But it won't come off. Hang on, let's just, we could do it that way. Right, hang on, let's just see. Pump. Oh yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, it's feeding the carb. So why are you not firing then? What is wrong with you? Let's give it another sniff. That was nasty. Nope, she ain't gonna go. I wonder if it's timing related. I wonder if I've got the timing arse about face somehow. Surely then it wouldn't have fired at all, would it? Right, okay, no idea. So that was attempt number one. We did get it firing, but it's not happy. So let me have a look over, see if I can think of anything, and then we'll come back. No, give up. Can't get it to go. No idea why. It spits and pops and runs momentarily. Kind of be leaning towards a timing issue. Maybe I've not timed it up properly, or something's not right. But I've run out of both time and enthusiasm for this one today, so we're going to pack away, wheel it into the shed, and we'll worry about it another day. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on another one. Cheers.